thought we hit him.
I think he hit it.
Somewhere.
Hello everyone, this is Jeff of Talflater Mouse bringing you the world of slugs. First of all, I want to thank Michael, a dedicated viewer who donated these slugs to us so we could share them with you. What we have to test today is the Rio Royal Fragmentaria. This is an unusual slug that has kind of an identity crisis. I was unable to find any information about these slugs on the internet, which is very unusual. There's no reviews of them on YouTube. There's no photographs of these. This printout that Michael sent is the only photo I've ever seen of these slugs. And on the box, these are called the Royal Expansive slug. These look like a really well-made shell. Nice clear hole. You can see what's inside there. It really stands out with that red plastic construction. And again, this is an American slug, and it just baffles me that I never heard of it, and probably very few people watching this have heard of this slug either. It's not like it's some exotic slug that came from France, Germany, Italy, Russia, or anything like that. Now let's take a closer look at the slug itself. It appears that it is designed to be shot from a smoothbore, has a stabilizing tail on the back that all stays attached. In fact, the entire red construction of that is molded around the metallic slug that's encased inside there. Now if we remove that plastic cage that's around there, we can see what the slug itself looks like. And we can see that it's made up of two pieces. And what's unusual about this slug, it's made out of die-cast metal, kind of like a Hot Wheels car. The main body has 4 relief cuts, which I imagine will become fragmenting teeth upon impact. And then we have this centerpiece, which kind of looks like a Panzerfaust warhead to me. And that makes up most of the mass and kind of acts like a wedge to cause that expansion. Now, even though Rio claimed this was a 1-ounce slug, it falls a little bit short, coming in at 26.4 grams or 0.93 ounces, or about 407 grains. And for a big game slug, that may be a little bit light. Now, something I thought was unusual on how they loaded these is underneath the slug itself is a thick waxed overpowder card. So it looks like a gas seal on the base of the slug isn't really a gas seal, and they're relying on that waxed overpowder card to obtain the gas seal, which is really weird in modern day shells. And we have one final clue about these elusive slugs. Embossed on the nose of them is something, it's either IDE or ICLE, and that may be the company that made the slugs, and Rio just loaded them to resell.
Welcome back to Talflater Mouse. My name is Gregg, and I work, actually I don't work at all. You guys might have seen me on this channel before. My name's OG, and welcome back to Talflater Mouse, to you Talflater folks. I'm back in town for a nice cool day out here with Jeff, and so I thought we'd stop by and see what we can shoot. Luckily, Jeff always got something to shoot out here. And today we're bringing you the Rio. These are called the Expansive. They're a 1-ounce slug. They're not very expensive. Did you say expensive? Well, they're not very expensive because they're only like $7 a box.
But you can't buy them anymore.
Viewer Michael sent these in. These are a really cool design. I'll let Jeff show that because we don't want to be, we don't want to.
Yeah, people get really flustered if you say the same thing that I said.
You just said a minute ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And yet they zip forward in the video until the guy's finally standing there with a gun. So
yeah.
Here I am telling you, it's a cool little design. It's got a little forcing, I guess you'd call it a forcing cone. Almost.
It looks like a Panzerfaust head.
Yeah. Ooh.
If you know what that is.
No need to go German there, Jeff. Let me see your papers. All right, we're going to shoot these at a bunch of different targets, and we're going to try for expansion today. So we're going to shoot some soft targets. We got all kinds of fun things. We're shooting it out of the Beretta 1301.
Smooth bore.
Smooth bore.
Yep.
Yep, it is smooth.
Do they make those with rifled barrels?
No.
Okay.
Not at this time, so.
It would be expensive, I tell you. It would probably be a $900 to $1,000 barrel, I bet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, shotgun's already not very cheap. It's very expansive itself. So, but I just came back from a shotgun course with this gun. It is sighted in for 50 yards. We just did a 1-ounce herder slug. We printed it down there at the
21
yard mark, and we were just slightly low, so it appears to still be on target.
Yep.
All right, enough yapping. Let's get to it with the Rio Expansive. It's written in Klingon, and if you scan it with your phone, it'll take you over to one of the most boring YouTube channels on Earth.
Oh, people like it.
Nope.
Shot number one, and we have everything we hope for. Good stability, a tremendous amount of energy transfer, and he more or less nailed the sticker. So it's looking really good for the Rio Expansive slug.
Found the sticker, we hit the QR code on the sticker, we hit the water jug, split the water jug, blah, blah, blah.
That was the front there. It burst outward. Yeah, yeah.
Pretty sure this is the back. See the pressure heading out here?
Well, we'll let...
Plus, I think I put my sticker on this. I don't know. We'll be able to tell here.
The high-speed camera does not lie. Did I ever say that before?
Jeff put this Russian ballistic gel behind the water, and this is what's cool. We split the Russian ballistic gel right in half. We found this little piece of, that's the little, whatever you call it, that internal...
The Panzerfaust.
Yeah, that Panzerfaust. A little internal forcing cone piece stuck there. I don't see any fragmentation around on the board.
We basically have one hole coming out of the back of that jug, though.
This isn't the Alex Jones show. What kind of conspiracy theories are you trying to throw out here? There? We did find, Jeff found this. This is the little plastic cage that holds it all together.
Yep.
So it Panzerfausted the Faust out of that thing. Look at that. 1969 Apollo. I'll set it right there.
Oh,
Apollo spacecraft.
A Mercury capsule. There you go.
And the most important part of the slug.
What's the next target, Greg?
What is this, Jeff? A table for ants?
It's a tiny little table.
Look at this little table here. This is like for a little kid's tea party.
It's the kids' table for Thanksgiving.
No kidding. And only for 3 years old and down.
Yeah.
So we have Jeff's famous wet magazine test. These are these Granger catalogs?
Yeah, yeah.
Top quality targets, Jeff.
Yeah, yeah.
This thing's about 30 pounds of wet magazine.
I think that's, yeah, it absorbs a lot of water.
All taped together. We found these usually show fragmentation really well. They deform really well. So we're going to try one of the Rio Royal Fragmentaria expansive slugs.
You can get a Phantom high-speed camera, Greg.
You should. I saw that comment.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually say you should get one too.
Run down to the Phantom store.
Yeah, right.
I think I got them for $10 off.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're ready.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Oh, that one not so accurate.
No, that one pretty
We can't blame you. We cannot blame you on that one.
Yeah, they will.
At 21 yards, we should be able to hit that target consistently, shot after shot. This second shot, well, maybe it's a fluke. Let's try it again.
Oh my gosh.
Where did that one go?
Now, why would the first shot be so accurate and the second and third shot be so erratic like that? Now, these were only a few years old. We can't blame them being old slugs or anything like that. But apparently they just had some very bad consistency problems. And we're starting to understand why the very existence of these slugs have been erased from the internet. I don't think that was unintentional.
21 yards,
Completely
which
goofy.
wasn't, that's not even hunting distance.
No.
That was horrible.
So instead, we have switched over to Danny's rifled barrel, which, by the way, still has the Gowutar HC3C on it.
Been happy with that.
It's actually worked out pretty dang good for a rinky-dink optics.
Yep.
So we're going to try this rifled barrel here. We've also brought it up to about 15 yards with this Melon Man down here.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can hit it.
I was hoping we'd get be able to test these at 50 yards.
Well, I think you're right, though. There's a reason why the Fragmentarium stopped selling these Rios, because no one would buy them unless you wanted to hit a guy over there.
And why they were $7 a box, you know?
True, yeah, they're expansive.
Or maybe it was $8. I don't know.
Not very expansive.
Oh my gosh.
Let's give them a try out of this rifle.
Maybe rifling will make. This will be the one time rifling makes things better.
By the way, this is not a rifle just because it has a rifled barrel.
That's Danny's Mossberg 500. All right, number one, engage.
Here you go, when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Maybe.
There, okay.
That was a hit.
Wow.
Maybe.
This may very well be the first time in history that a slug designed for a smoothbore did better out of a shotgun with a rifled barrel. While the shot placement wasn't perfect, it was a big improvement and much more promising than the last two shots. We decided to take another shot at the wet magazines, the poor man's ballistic gel. I mean, it would be a shame to let all those wet catalogs go to waste. And we are still at 15 yards because we just don't have much faith in these shells.
When you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. It's a little better, a little better.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Spinning at close to 30,000 RPM, we can see that the ribs are actually spread outwards and the slug looks in pretty funky shape as it hits the target. But the good news is we're actually seeing pretty consistent grouping. Again, it shot a little bit to the right, and Gregg will have to adjust for that. Let's check out the damage.
Hey, I have to admit, rifling made it better. It looked like it was ready to come apart from centrifugal force. It was like causing those cages, that plastic cage to spread out. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it made a BFC or BFH. Right.
Look, you can see like a cruciform shape.
Can you?
Yeah. You
Wow.
see that, or a plus sign? Yeah.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Just cut the tape if you want. Are you prepared with a knife?
Jeffrey,
Oh, okay.
come on now. This is Spyderco PMC2. Everybody
We usually use like a nail or a car keys or something. You know, we
fingernail.
Yeah.
So look here.
Okay, there's the
cage.
Yep.
And then it looks to me like that core kept going because this is all new.
Do you see any of the teeth?
No.
We saw them going in.
And in fact, look, you don't even see the teeth around here. You only see that one.
Yep. So fast, rewind a little bit. You can see the teeth there. They're gonna be in there somewhere.
Are they here? Page 7? No. Page 8? No. Oh, wait a second. Look here.
There you go. Not very deep though.
No.
Probably.
There's one. Look at this. Here you've got a good illustration. One tooth hit there, one tooth here, barely touched the paper, and one tooth hit here.
Okay.
Where they are, we don't know.
There's one.
There's number 2.
Yep. See that the wet magazines are pretty good, and that went in at maybe 2 inches of we're finding those.
Yeah,
I think.
But here's the end of the story too. Well, now I kind of mashed it up, but we actually had that core. Looks like it traveled all the way through this stuff, and it's.
Did you find the core?
That little well, I think it exited.
Oh, okay. It's like the heaviest part of the slug.
Yeah, it flew all the way through this and flew out the back of the story.
The Panzerfaust. Okay, the Clear Ballistics gigantic gummy bear. It's only been shot a few times, and we get a couple more shots on him. Where are you gonna be aiming? Between his paws?
Between his top paws.
Gotcha.
Clear spot there.
Remember, these are going a little to the right, so maybe I never mind. No, don't take any shooting advice from Jeff. Rule number 1. Okay, do what you need to do. I'm ready.
When you're ready.
I'm ready. And he stayed on the table.
Yeah, no tarp needed.
Now, had Gregg had shot this at more than 20 yards away, I think he would have missed. And it's a shame because had these things had consistent accuracy, they really would have been a popular slug, I believe. I can't think of any other slug made out of die-cast metal offhand.
Again, to the right, I think these things...
Slightly right.
I told you that my weird theory about how slugs that have like external ribs like that on the outside, when they're spinning at 25, 30,000 RPM, it kind of acts like a paddle wheel effect, causing it to...
Oh, that kind of paddle. Sorry.
Yeah, cause it go to I don't know. That's best theory I've got. Okay.
That's aerodynamics as explained by Jeff from Top Flater.
Yeah, isn't that great?
You should make a short for that.
Yeah.
So we hit him a little bit right, as Jeff was explaining through his scientific theory.
And it's a nice thick area. I don't have no regrets there.
No regrets. It did. It also hit close enough where you can see it from the side really well.
You got to be.
Like I tried
look at the bright side of things. Yeah.
Sure. But look
and
at
speaking of the bright side, the sun's coming out again.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up, Jeff.
Look at that fragmentation there, though. We did get all 4 petals came off. You can kind of see the central core area with the plastic, and then you can see the petals. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they did work. They do work.
When you can hit something.
When you can hit something. And as long as what you're shooting is 15 yards, and as long as you have a rifled barrel, it doesn't help.
As long as you're shooting,
doesn't hurt.
Fragmentarium.
Yeah, he's on a face plant on the ground there.
Now with that bee on him, he's not.
Oh my gosh, that's not a bee. That's a hoverfly.
What?
Oh.
That's not even a real thing.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, birds aren't real either. They're all made by the government.
Okay, you're gonna aim a little to the left, maybe?
I'm gonna aim at the left lens.
Okay, maybe that'll work. Okay.
Are you ready?
Wait. Another camera adjustment. Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Wow. You got it.
I saw creamed corn.
Yep.
Infa, medic!
What a fantastic Tauflader head headshot. That thing swelled up as big as a basketball. I don't know if we've seen that perfect or we've gotten that lucky with the slug placement. Right on the bridge of the nose, on the bridge of the glasses. Fantastic. And Tyler, Sam, we're trying to have fun here. And if you make your own videos, I won't complain about your sound effects.
Let's go, here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Now this is some wacky target that Gregg came up with, and honestly, I think he was trying to hit the dolls. And I think a lot of viewers have been secretly hoping we'd hit those. In the last couple of months, we've gotten a lot of comments asking, where's Gregg at? And apparently they didn't watch the video explaining where Gregg was going. He moved out of California, and he was back in California to visit family for a couple days, and he made the effort to come out and film with us, and I really do appreciate that, Gregg.
You can hit it from that distance?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The barrel's almost touching the block.
I know. Okay, I guess I'm ready.
Here we go.
The Rio Expansive Slug was quite impressive on the ballistic gel. The 4 petals went nearly halfway into that 16-inch block, while the centerpiece completely penetrated it. And these probably would be a good round for a big game, despite it being kind of light, if we had the consistency with the accuracy.
It landed in the dirt, Gregg.
Landed in the dirt, Jeff. I can't believe we didn't have a tarp. Nothing changes. I come back to California, no tarps.
Yeah, there's a ban on tarps here.
Oh.
There's a 10-day waiting period to get a tarp.
Because the homeless have used them all for houses.
Yeah.
So we hit the center of the gel block. This thing fragmented just about perfectly inside. You can see 4 blades flying off to the sides. Each blade is carrying with it a little piece of the red plastic. From
the plastic cage, as I call it, the paddle wheel.
Yeah, most of it ended up
disintegrate.
out here.
Yeah.
You can see the little core made it all the way through and exited the block. But man, that is picture perfect. And the tremendous amount of damage that happened here in the first 3 inches is crazy.
Yeah, the gel really tells you the story about these things.
It does.
Good.
Many stories.
Yeah, I think these would make good home defense rounds.
If you could
at
find
close range, if you were able to find them still.
Yeah, they're not very expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive, so. Yeah, there are probably better options, but man, if you had a box of these sitting around, they would work. I would recommend going out and patterning them because, as we found today, they tend to be, out of the smooth bore, they were inconsistent, and out of
it started out so promising. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah. Now I was just shooting with one eye open. Maybe I should have. Maybe I changed that around.
If you had a laser on your gun, that would have helped you. You know, it would follow that laser to the target. I guess.
It's heat seeking.
Yeah.
But when we switched over to rifled barrel, they were consistent, but they were always right. So yeah, if you're gonna find a box of these in, you know, Grandpa Charlie's basement cupboard, I would say go out and pattern them. But man, when they work, they work. Look at that.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Good times.
But what? Hell is that screaming sound? Oh, it's a jet.
It's a jet crashing.
You think you can hit anything at 50 yards with that thing?
I'm
that
not
round?
too confident, but I'm going to aim for the little blue cross on his shirt at 50 yards. Well, we hit him
I think you hit it.
somewhere.
The Rio Expansive Slug. Very innovative in design. Obviously, they were trying to go for the lead-free ammo market, but it's amazing they released these things and sold them as they were with such inaccuracies and inconsistencies.
It actually hit the little metal plate. It struck the metal plate on his... If he had a head, that would have been pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
So it struck this plate, went zipping off into the ether.
Yeah, Gregg is known for his headshots when he's gaming, so...
The good news is we didn't destroy this Three Brothers Construction bowling shirt, so it will live to be shot another day. It's too jivey to be... look at that. It's even got a little bowler embroidered on the collar.
Yeah, it's classy.
So, yeah, so anyway, wrapping it up, these rounds were kind of fun. They were inconsistent. They were goofy. You don't even know where they're going to go, and if you ever found a box, I don't know what you want to do with them. We want to thank, is it Michael that sent them to you?
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, Michael, for sending them out.
I'm sorry it took so long to get... I think it was almost 2 years. Sometimes you got to remind me, you know, it's like, hey, I remember those things I sent you there?
Anyway, I thank you guys for having me stop by again.
People have been like, where's OG been? It's like, do you not watch all the videos or some of the videos?
If you watch once every 2 years, you're going to be a little flummoxed, but...